to part 11 of my Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and today I will be continuing with the MSQ right after I complete the level 45 job quest, since I'm level 46 and I'm starting to get closer on par with the MSQ and the MSQ and the job quest, so just pick that up, especially since this particular one gives me a slightly better thunder spell, which should prove useful in this next little bit. So, for the level 45 job quest, the Void Gate breathes gloomy. Kazakh-Cha would see you undertake another challenge to strengthen your dark powers. Myrokos, it is well you are here. My colleagues Dozel Malak and Daza would have words with you. Wait here while I fetch them. To close Void Gate, strong black magic you need. Ready for test, are you? Are you ready? Yeah. Very good. You have sharp sense, like Dozel. Noticed, have you? Your aura? Strangeness it has? Now the Void Gate. Gloom it makes, like black breath, gloom drawn to black magic, drawn to you like moth to flame. Black magic it seeks to corrupt and make own. Losing strength, seal is. Black magic and Void Gate share bond, very deep, but must not leave be too long, else other side maybe take you. No fear yet, still weak gloom is. Time you have, strong Myrokos, find next key. Teach you Dozel will, what must do. Many black mages there were long ago, one more powerful than rest, very powerful, epic even, epic black mage. Black magic too powerful, too dangerous, wrong hands must not have. Know this he did, ciphered spells, hid secrets, dark way passed to few, very few. Teaching, writing, spread over realm, lost to time they were, forgotten, one carved in stone, stone of mossy pillar, pillar in south shroud. Squawk. Chosen Myrokos is chosen. Unleash power of this black magic you can. Key it is, key to end of gloom. Knowledge of my line this is, passed to Dozel from mother of mother, from mother of mother of mother. 4 hatchings past, strong mage she was, epic even, epic mage. Great love for art, more than anything, joined with lizardmen to learn all. Named betrayer she was, chased from village. Squawk. Her words Dozel keeps, teach to strong Myrokos now. 4 magi meet in barren land, old black powers they have they in hand. Fate of all wicked be made stark, path to light then lit by Squawk? Squawk? Really? That her Squawk, not Dozel Squawk, should be dark. Dozel thinks. Good words, deep words, bring Dozel here they did. To pass on, not to Dozel alone. Others come too, other mages. Birdman, Lizardman, no matter, all wait for strong Myrokos. Strong mind you have and heart, help you Dazzle will. Go to Gridania you must, to Earth's gift. Near pillar lurking beasts there are, slay them you must, no need to fear beasts. Strong Myrokos is strong. Daza, strong? I too am here to lend you my aid, help, hand, aid. Wood danger for Dazzle, for exile whalers wait. Wait with sharp spears, go in place of Dazzle, Daza will. Decided it is, go now you will. Squad? Yeah, I was gonna say the second he said Gridania, I was like, oh no, if I go in there with an XI, I'll have a lot of explaining to do. Well, so Earth's Gift is, of course it's over there. I do want to go there, it'll save a lot of time, and I'll save my Etherite tickets for MSQ. And so we go through Cave Wild. Wild Hog, and of course I just pulled something. So first things first, deal with this. Okay. I'm putting you guys to sleep so I can deal with this rude interruption. Ooh. This hurts. Oh, no. Get out of the way. Yeah. Cool. Okay, do I have potions, HP? Since I have no healing spells as a black mage. Okay, that is done. Now, just wait. Okay, now I'm max heal, and let's begin the trial. Begin this stuff. Okay, stone pillar. A stone pillar covered in moss rises here. The gem of Chateau shines bright, revealing an inscription in the stone. As you approach it, you hear a voice ring out. By the gem thou bearest shall the great and dark power of Eld be bestowed upon thee, but those who seek this power must first prove their worth. Behold, the gloom that would be thine undoing cometh. Stay the gloom, encroach by thy hand. Glooms encroach by thy hand. Only then shall the umbral wisdom of ages be gifted unto thee. Ah, yes. So, first time doing one of these, not overleveled. Okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my. That voice spoke true. Look, the gloom gathers, Myrokos. I sense there are fiends of evil about, nearby, close, about. Oh dear. Oh no, there was a fifth one? Oh dear lord. Okay. Sleep. Sleep. Okay. There's no way I'm going to clear all of these. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. is a large area. No! Oh, get out of the way! Clear the area! Oh my god. No. No, I'm dead. Oh lord, I'm dead. Is dead. Oh, sleep fully rested? Seriously? Sleep isn't working anymore? Oh dear lord. And, why can't I move? Still have time to do this unless there's a third one. Totally put this. Please tell me that's it. Alright, that is it. Yikes. Well fought. The gloom is scattered. Scattered is the gloom. Let us return to Burgundy Falls. Yes, yes. Dalzamalak awaits us. You, me, us. Gone from you gloom is, worry for nothing Dazzle did. Squaw? Now go see Kazakh, you must. Awaiting you he is. Not gonna lie, that was, pretty rough. The gods are good to return you unharmed. The gloom which threatened to taint this world doesn't so no more. And I sense the darkness within you is reborn with a new power. Wield it well, Myrokos of the Black, and make of it a tool for our ends. Do that, and as the prophecy speaks, the way to light shall be lit by dark before you. Okay, so here's Thunder 3 and this upgrade, so I don't have to worry about moving buttons. Yay. No moving keybinds. The blood must flow. Kazakh wishes you to guide you further along the path of the Black Mage. I thought I just did that, but okay. Let's see what this is. Myrokos of the Black, our brother Daza has words for you. Pray wait a moment for him to arrive. Okay, what's going on here? You have reclaimed the key from the depths of the shroud. Wood, forest, shroud. Yes, you have done well. Very, very well. You are truly the Black Mage foretold by legend, oracle, prophecy, legend. It was such a legend of my people that brought me to this Thanalan. Such is what legends do. When four magi meet in a barren land, black powers of eld woven by their hand shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path to light shall be lit by dark, black, shadow, dark. You have heard these words before. Yes, yes, here I found Kazakh and Dozon. The words that brought us to Thanalan are the same, equal, identical, same. It was 100 years ago that a kobold first deciphered the legend, decrypted, decoded, deciphered. The great mage who did it was my own ancestor, First Order Patriarch Dagu. Yes, yes, my very own. But he broke kobold law. The first patriarch must never leave Ogamoro. No, no, never. But leave he did. He set out from Lenosha to pursue this legend, and for that he was named Traitor, Betrayer, Turncloak, Traitor. None were drawn to the words of Dagu. No, no, not a single kobold soul. They ignored his words, but when first I heard them I felt strange, peculiar, odd, strange. I felt I must do something. I could not simply be idle. I too left Lenosha, just as Dagu before me. Yes, I have come here to Thanalan. Now I see the legend is real. Yes, the words kept by Kazakh, Dozo and myself are true. You have appeared. That is no coincidence. No, none at all. I am a kobold. Yes, yes, I am. And we kobolds are good at finding things. Treasures, trinkets, things. I will help you where I can. Dagu left behind many things when he left. Yes, yes, many things. I was given a stone tablet. The others in my family thought it rubbish. Dross, refuse, rubbish. Its surface has many scratches, you see. Yes, many, many. But I sense in it a great power. Here, it may give you some. Your gem, the light, it is illuminating the tablet. The scratches are glowing. Mighty Titan, these are no scratches. No, no, not scratches at all. They are carvings, words. Know thee, brave keeper of Shatoto's light, as these very words wax plain in thy sight. The seal, what was cast, doth shudder and sigh, and the void gate's dread, sundering draws nigh. Haven't we already been told this? To ward against the creeping of the gloom, thou needest great garb to stay any doom. To this sacred ware thy thoughts must now tend. Unto thy black command darkness shall bend. This tablet was more important than I ever imagined. Yes, yes, much more. It seems to say that one who would close the void gate must first find this sacred garb, gear, armor, garb. And the names of places are written here as well. Yes, yes, these 4 places I know. You would do well to seek out and gather the first 3 relics. Legend speaks of this. It holds an offering of blood. Holds that an offering of blood must be given to the planar fishers, the blood of those who have lived life steeped in the black. Only then can the relics be won. Here, take with you an offering of my blood, Myrokos. Need Dozzel's blood too, you do. Take quick, squawk, before change mind. And here is mine. Mine. I would entrust it to no other. But be warned, one does not simply walk into these places. There are great dangers waiting. Do be careful. Yes, yes. Very, very careful. Okay, so slight change of plans. It looks like I need to get these 3 pieces of garb, which should help with okay, Kazakh Chaz Planar Fisher at Xanarak Encampment, at Logging Grounds, and at Okamura, of course. Yeah. Yep. Of course. Dead center, why should it ever be that easy? Coming in from this way, even if I were to go this route, somehow would potentially be problematic. This route is certainly longer, but it is a lot clearer. Okay, I'll go this route. Wait, no. Okay, I'll do Xanarak first. And see if I can go in this way, otherwise it's going to be a bit of a pain. Just a little bit. Okay. I knew something would happen. Oh. Okay, I think I'll wait that one out. Just, wait it out. One more. You okay? You doing better? Autumn? Autumn, my cat just showed up. You okay? It really makes you feel the passage of time when you have that counter going. So only my friends on away from keyboard. Okay, there we go. It doesn't hurt to have a little, side reflection, and considering that one of the major trials of the thaumaturge, stunt was in one of those places, that seems oddly suspicious that that's there. I mean, it's nice that it's there, you know, it helps pad out the world, making it feel more real to have those little things there, but it's suspicious to have an odd standout like that when, okay. Don't mind me, I'm just passing through. Okay, so that one's done. Then the Excel one, and then the Cobalt one. Though I don't think have I ever been to Overmore? Where is? Yeah, I've never actually been there. Wow. Yeah, I've been here, so I need to make my way. Oh my word. I have to make my way here, attune, and then navigate to there. Well, at least that one is that one's not as bad as it could be. But I still gotta navigate by foot or by trigger boat all the way there. Okay, I'll save that one for last since logistically about as complex as. Or maybe I spoke too soon. bravely see if I can run away. Because I just don't want to deal with that. Could I have killed it? Probably, but... So... that, let me get... those on... just to give myself a little bit of an edge. And, hands on that. Oh, dude. First thing's just jet to the etherite, and then get to the etherite while avoiding getting killed by little alien. Okay, so need to go down here. How did I pull both? This is totally not getting me what I want. by the by. Good heavens. So first it comes after me, then it runs off, presumably to... And here it comes again! Will you go back now? Hey, how did... Oh my... How did that thing... Good frickin'... No. I didn't even get close to that thing. And here it comes. Oh, no, I'm not attacking that. Is that thing glitched? Okay, so now all three of those items are equipped, just for completeness. Now to turn in. And they world here this time. Okay. I had no doubt you would return triumphant. Yes, yes, no doubt at all. Braved the logging grounds you did. Great, great strength you have. Squawk! I have awaited your return, Myrokos. I have learned where it is that the fourth relic of our forebears rests, the land known as Thal's Respite. There too lies a planar fissure into which the blood of the fiends it births must be poured. Oh, that's just up here. Though I doubt this one will be as easy as they tend to get slowly more and more difficult. Spoken blood, the one blood of an adventurer whose adventuring days are now done. For some unknown reason, the humors will not coagulate. Ooh, that is a nice cut in terms of history of science right there. The humors, the four bodily humors, or in this case, blood, specifically. Okay. There's a hat. And if I were to put that on, and there I look with the hat on. If you're watching this on YouTube, since it doesn't appear I have any other live viewers at this moment, if you're watching this after it's been live streamed, let me know. Do you want me to have the headwear on or off? I kind of like the look of it off, in general, just to hide it. That way you see my face. But, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments or in, on YouTube. Go to the gaming YouTube link and you can either write some stupid shit to let me know that you watched this far and you actually heard my request to go to the comments, or you can let me know more critically, do you want me to have headgear visible or not. With that, I've got 4 of the 5 pieces, and so that's taken care of. And then, nope, don't want to, it would be nice if I could go that way, but it's kind of blocked at the moment. No, I don't want to do a fate, and yeah, I've got, like, only 1,000 of 10,000 seals, and I probably need to work on my Grand Company stuff, but okay, the first 4 relics are now in your keeping, yet the final piece remains, and our efforts to learn where it is, where it rests, have been to no avail. The dark which powers at times obscures. Duh, because it's dark. Such is its nature. Okay, there you go. Daza claims his tablet names the Solace of the Gods as the location we seek, but none among us have ever heard tell of such a name. When a power worthy to relics claimed, take root in one of righteous end and name, the solace of the gods will be made known, and the last seed of the black mage be sown. Daza insists his reading is correct, and both Dozo Malak and I trust in his ability. We will endeavor to decode these words, that you might see your quest to its end. The day of the void's opening shall come. Until then, Myrokos, I ask only that you continue to walk the path of the black. Well, so far I haven't actually walked any other path. Yeah, okay, so and when I get to level 50, I'll, by completing that, I'll get the wizard's coat, which, just to preview it, interesting. Very interesting game, though. Yeah, nice. Basically, just like, from the opening trailers. Yep, there it is. And oh, and flare. Ooh. Okay, yeah, can't do that one right now. So now with that done. I guess I should complete that to clear off my board, but I can do that at another time. Right now, I'm kind of needed over here to pick up that quest, but why don't I be somewhat efficient and just use an Aetheryte ticket. Keep it simple. Armvale. I think that's Armvale. I've heard tell of it when looking up at some of the dungeons while in between streams. They're getting some slightly better necklace and a ring. Has some merit. Okay. I can't take 2 steps around this place without hearing Myrokos this or Myrokos that. Why, it's as if you're some kind of god-stamped hero. But I jest. Even I can see that you're just itching to find a new battleground to hone your skills. Fortunately, I know just the place, the Armvale. Head southwest through the central highlands of Kurthus and seek out a man named Willielmus. And tell him that Nedrick sent you. Okay. But first things first. Yeah. Yeah, first things first, I gotta continue, pick up MSQ, almost an hour in. That just goes to show just how long some of this stuff takes. Okay, guys may have called it a weapon of ancient Allag, but I saw extensive Magitech modifications, an Imperial Castrum. 'Twas to be expected, I suppose. Alright, let's do this and rescue Minfilia and let's go and rescue Minfilia and the others. Alright, Stola. Okay, 44. Casing the Castrum. Stola wishes to discuss the fate of the prisoners being held at Castrum Sentry. And for this, get a High Mithril Gauntlet, choice of High Mithril Gauntlets, Altered Woolen Bracers, and a single elegant gold piece worth a fair amount of gil. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Myrokos. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial Castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Kurthus. Let's go to him and beseech his aid. Oh, Lord Portelaine, that's the guy that I spoke to. So, Portelaine in the Observatorium. At this point, the quickest way to do that is Dragon Head and then run down. First, Dicasterial Observatorium, blah blah blah. Okay. Myrokos, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Ishtola, but of course, Lord Drillamont confided to me that you were assigned at the 7th Dawn. Oh. Mithril, of course, has been in here. Oh, I haven't sold those yet. Okay, then I'll get the hand gear. If I decide to do a tank job, it may or may not be useful. Castrum Sentry, what interest have you in you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Hur woman, an Elzen man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. It's them! It has to be Minfilia, Uriange, Papalima, and Tataru. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may well be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Myrokos, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow science prisoner in the hopes of understanding the echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not scions, nor do they know aught of the echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. What is this? It's the weapon. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Empire's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ritaten, you depart for Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Vilbrund. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet forgive my impudence. Ritaten sas arvina. Yet forgive my impudence. But it is proper to give command. Is it proper to give command to half our forces to I have given you nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Oh, so Ritaten is not a Garlean. Native, at least. Yes, my lord. My quarters. 1 hour. Booty call. Like, what else could that be? Huh. Okay. Eyes on the Empire. Lord Portelaine would like to aid in your search for Biggs and Wedge. And we have the option to get high methyl flanchford, altered woolen trousers, woolen gaskins. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Albathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Ishtola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Zemail Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight by the name of Bracelet, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Out of curiosity, okay, so Zemail Darkhold is 44, but so far I haven't done anything to head in there. Okay. Ah, here you are. You stand before Zemal Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. I have an authorization, but I haven't used it yet. In any event, right now, I have this letter to Berselt. A letter of introduction penned by Portalane. A letter from Lord Portalane. So you have come about the Imperial airship? According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all counts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Arn Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pyramon. He should be able to assist you. Need to ford this little river, creek, whatever. It appears I'll be able to unlock this dungeon after all. The Imperial airship? I saw its approach to land with mine own two eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. Footprints in the snow. Sir Pyramon wants to share with you what he knows of the two fugitives. There were two prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Guardians who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail, and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Hail, adventurer, wait, do not tell me. Nedrick sent you. Tell me this, adventurer, do you know how the Arnvel earned its most enticing name? Well, allow me to enlighten you. This cave is rich with sulfur and mithril ore, which, through reactions with the groundwater, combine to exude golden-hued fumes. A beautiful sight, that is, until you realize the damned death clouds are bursting your chest from within. If you still wish to take your life in your hands, I'll not be the one that stops you. But do try not to get killed. I've dragged enough corpses out of the Vale to last me a lifetime. Okay, so here, again, necklace, here. Let's see, I currently have... Let's see, the necklace, sure. Okay, item comparison, do item comparison. Okay. And I need to be level 47 for that. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I just follow the footprints. Yeah, so that's... sorry. Surveying. There are little footprints on the snow. Look at that detail. And by the size, it's the lava flow. Yeah, you can just tell by the size who we're after. More footprints. This time pointing off in this direction. Well, it is fortunate with this wind that the footprints are relatively intact, though it doesn't appear to be that windy. Search the area for footprints. So... He's hiding under the bridge, isn't he? Yep. Definitely hiding under the bridge. So cold. I want to go home. Wedge, how's it going? What? Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all the skin and bones underneath, I swear. Myrokos, it's you! Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The guardians were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on avoiding them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw, thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Yeah, I found Wedge. Track down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? Went in another direction, we don't know where. I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fella went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taken care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west, with both Ida and Ustola helping out. I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west, Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Dare I hope, was that Master Garland spoke with you? Yes, he did. After 5 long years. Oh, that's so cute, Autumn. Oh, sorry, my cat just distracted me with her cuteness. After 5 long years, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Myrokos. Let us go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Oh, so cute. That's my cat Autumn, not the Wallafell. Just so we're clear. Let me get to Monument Tower and then I will deal with what, I will take a small break and see what my cat wants, because she's crying out to me. Repeatedly. Clearly that show of cuteness was more than just, whoa. Oh dear, I don't want to be near that. Not after my last stint. I don't want to be near a level 50. Granted, I'm a lot closer to 50 right now, but I do not want to be near that. Yeah. You're a long way from home, adventurer. Yes, I am. I believe. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Looking for a Rogadin. Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. We'll bring you a hot broth. How are you feeling then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Indeed, it's been, like, non-stop. Monumental hopes. Wedge is gravely concerned for his missing companion. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold, with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Myrokos, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. A Rogadin gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze. It may well be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, maybe he elected to pass us by. Okay, so gotta go down in here. Of course, it's all the way on the inside. Though, surely, with this tower here, they had to have seen him. Unless he somehow managed to slip through here without getting noticed. I mean, how do you get around this? The road basically takes you around the tower. They had to have seen him. Well, I am going to pause here for a moment, step away, and see what my cat wants, and I'll be right back. It turned out my cat wanted a brush. So look at me, I'm so cute. Pay attention to me and stop paying attention to your stupid screen. Stupid in her eye. The terrains in this game are actually quite beautiful. Okay. Of course. Oh, plasmoids. And no evidence of him. Oh no, I snagged a plasma. Oh shit. Oh no, now I got. Oh no. Shit. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I'm gonna have to run. I have to come back because. Too many plasmoids. And no. Oh, that was it? Okay. Well, that's one way to end the quest. Just run away! Run away! You don't have to kill everything. But definitely not in there. I mean, like, for one thing, if he did come this way when the guards outside spot him. Myrokos, were you able to learn anything? No. Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason. I suppose seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me, but where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? Okay. Notorious Biggs. Wedge is determined to find Biggs. We can't give up, Myrokos. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry. Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Well, Abilene was kind, but yeah, that didn't quite work. Okay, this one keeps going. Okay. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say. If he is not to be found here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danafin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I nearly broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Yeah, you kinda wanna be careful here. Now, historically speaking, in the real world, a circular stair like this would kinda not be well supported. You do have spiral stairs ways in castle architecture, but not as widely spaced as that. For one thing, if it were that widely spaced, they wouldn't be. You have nothing underneath to support them. With that much negative. Ah, here he is. Okay. Ah. Okay. Duty calls. Commence battle for Notorious Biggs. Proceed. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come find out, Tinhead? Ah, Myrokos. Myrokos. It is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. He's not alone. Kill them all. Whoa. Oh, wait, what? Oh no, Biggs died. Oh, crap. Okay, so let's try this again on normal. Just, hopefully, if I focus on Biggs, Ishtola and whatnot won't die. Okay, I think I can safely skip. Oh, okay. Well, that did that. my thanks. Another moment and I would have... He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Monument Tower is not too far away. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Eden and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Aw, I love reunions. Okay. Ruin the surprise and look with shock on Biggs' face. Why don't you? But whatever. I cannot thank you enough, Myrokos. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life. And you saved Wedges too, Myrokos. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Biggs, Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alphino told me the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flames should have seen them coming, right? Yeah. With guards posted at Vesper Bay, if they came down the road, they would see them. Unless they came by boat. But even then, there should have been some sort of sign. I myself have asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted not a miss in horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were borne there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Ascians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years. But if the two of you shared a cell, how were you in isolation? But whatever, maybe you were moved in separately. but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. In the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Ha! If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been Biggs's handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Don't mention it. Myrokos, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions on my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others will still want for rescue. Alright, you lot, Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! Hey. Oh, he was standing and then happened to seat himself. How interesting. The warrior is stolen Ida. Thank goodness you found me, Myrokos. I would have frozen or drowned or been eaten by a mud puppy if it wasn't for you. I knew the chief was still alive. Deep down I always knew, and he looks healthy too. Well, he could do with a shave, I suppose, but other than that... Come into my castrum. Sid wants to prepare a strategy to rescue Minfilia and the other scions. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say that they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordana. 'Tis as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Okay, this is still level 44. Okay, so just through here. To reduce congestion, the area you are about to enter has been divided into multiple identical instances. Select a destination. No preference. Wasn't certain which one to pick. You are in Mordana 3. Okay. Ooh, okay. Huh. Well, this is a very well-developed gloom. Okay. Slaffbon. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Some of our friends were taken to Castrum Sentry. We need to break them out. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Where is Thancred? Thancred wasn't taken prisoner, and he's nowhere to be found either. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I've a mind to walk through the front door. As you do. Huh? The front door? I will disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it might just work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing these Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glaumont. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Ida and I shall go to reconnoiter Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Myrokos. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not enthused? Ooh, a little banter. I'm nothing if not enthused, Ishtola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papalimo. Okay, here they are. Dressing up as soldiers and sneaking into the front door, eh? Well, if you got the guts to go through with it, then so do I. Oh boy, I always wanted my own Reaper. I would wash her and wax her and name her and stealth and subterfuge, Myrokos. Or how we will free our friends. I have every confidence you can play the part of an Imperial soldier. In the wake of the calamity, the 14th Imperial Legion occupied what remained of Castrum Novum, eventually rebuilding and renaming it Castrum Sentry. The stronghold contains immense manufacturing and storage facilities, and it is the primary supplier of material for Imperial forces stationed throughout ARR. Consequently, it is heavily defended. Infiltrating will not be easy, nevertheless it is necessary. Okay, so here's Glomond. Looking for Glomond, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Yeah, you're looking to get into Castrum Sentry and you need my help? Something tells me we're going to get along just fine. Getting even with Garlemald. Glomond would like to aid you in your mission to rescue the captured Scions. So, you have friends at Castrum Sentry, what want for rescue. That Slothborn knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Horsons. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity's right delicate business. A single oversight and just one little blunder and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the morals, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. Okay. And I don't need to repair anything, so... Meow? Oh, you're being cute again? You're saying it's late and I need to stop? Well, I need to do the getting even with Garlemald. Still level 44. One moment everyone, I'll be right back. Oh, this is a nice little inn. No entry. Okay, and it is now much better seeing conditions. Damn it. Why is it that pretty much every time I need to go somewhere important, I wind up getting trapped by mobs? Alright, when in doubt, try going around, I was going to say. Instead I'm pulling literally everything! Of course, I have to go right through the face in order to... Okay, after navigating that, of course, where there's purple, smug, whoa. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. Collected voice. What of the captive? Did she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Ellison gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. Youthful voice. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus himself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is. Thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Well, that was actually a lot quicker. I hate those necks. You're trying to stay out of the range and then they just yoink you in. 'Tis good to see you again, Myrokos. I'm given to understand that you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? Some Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work, Myrokos. As Alphino has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaumont is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Myrokos. Let us not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. 46. Drowning out the voices. Sid requires your assistance for his rescue preparation. While Glaumont goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short an armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning current, lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hail-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the selfsame energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use the device to take readings. This device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy, so don't be surprised if you run into a few. I hate plasmoids so much. And I gotta do 5 of these. Charming. Oh! No, I'm trapped. And now I'm trapped. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Myrokos. You're welcome. Acting the part. Glomant wants you to practice the part of the Imperial Trooper. Clean the wax out of your ears now, cause there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter Castrum Sentry, all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a condensing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself as near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Charming. Out of curiosity, are there... Not right now, thank goodness. At least none that are going to trigger. One hopes. Cross your fingers, people. I can't wait to have flying. It only makes sense to have flying instead of being stuck. On the ground forever. that was straightforward. Again. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. An informant? So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No, best you don't demonstrate it. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. You have learned the Imperial Salute. Imperial Salute. Let me just put that there in case I need it. Dressed for conquest. Sark Malark wishes to help you acquire the disguises you need for your rescue mission. You are called Myrokos, yes? I have heard of your plight from my friend Glaumund. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Okay, running back. Lots of running to and from in this game. And you'd expect that in an MMO, but like you're like running halfway across the zone in some cases. Almost forgot the Chocobo Keep. Well-met traveler, might I interest you in a Chocobo Porter? Blah blah blah. Nope. No, just wanted to get it. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes. Damaged Imperial uniform. Standard issue light infantry battle gear reinforced with carbon and cermet fibers to provide maximum protection with minimum loss of mobility. The scars of war cover both back and front of this piece. Standard issue light infantry battle helm reinforced with aluminum alloy to provide maximum protection against severe head trauma. This scars of war cover all sides of this piece. Damaged, as I suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eganolf at the Diamond Forge in Orlena's House of Splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I already sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not. We have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. So you're the venture Sark-Millark sent, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. I see. Ah, yes. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe you for your friend Sark-Millark a favor or two. Took good care of old Eganolf back in the day before I fell in with old Rowena. He did. Did you know he's the son of the wealthiest, one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the venturer's life calling him. Wow. But here I go, blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Eganolf will have your gear looking good as new. One eternity later. And here we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark-Millark my regards, will you? Of course I will. By him. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, repaired Imperial uniforms. Standard issue light infantry battle gear reinforced with cover 5, blah, blah, blah. The outer layer has been repaired to appear good as new. The outer shell has been repaired to appear good as new. Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Eganolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces, lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not what you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Okay. Level 45 weapon, and I am wielding a level 41, my goodness. Glomond has finally devised a plan to appropriate a suit of Magitech armor. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random roads and random deployments, and hardly any of them come near Revenant's Toll. So, hoping to coax Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of old false intelligence, told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. You pretty much, so you tried to coax them out of their shells by telling them what we are, basically trying to do, that we're trying to sneak in. Not us, that it was us specifically, but that someone was trying to sneak in, my god. Well, I mean, that is close to the truth, so I guess it's believable. Tamed far from the truth, now I come to think of it, any road we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use the smoke signal here. Filched fresh from an Imperial scout, they'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. Okay, the Imperial salute. Actually, let me change into, no, that's what we're casting. Yeah, here we go. Equip and helmet. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. Will do. I hope you don't mind my joining. Seeing as we're seizing advantage of weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there. Send the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Oh, Sid, no. Whew. Okay. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather worse for wear, doesn't it? Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. Yeah, but aren't those things protected by thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh, mumble, mumble. Oh, mumble, mumble. Chocobo. I heard that. A hall has been set aside for us for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's all we'll carry out. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Myrokos. Okay, will do. Yeah, so now we got our Reaper. Need to report to Sid. Report to Sid. The Magitech armor? Sid and the others took it inside. Go on in and join them. Ever seen an ironworks engineer at work? Well, you're in for a treat then. Stand back and enjoy the show. What do you think, Myrokos? She's a beauty, isn't she? Kinda ugly to a certain extent, but I can see the aesthetic quality from your perspective. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though, Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else until the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Oh, that's a charming picture. They don't even go to the bathroom while they're working. They're so engrossed in their work that they... Every little thing she does is Magitech. Sid would have your assistant repair the Magitech armor. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordana, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Much like that gamble with the corrupted crystal, it's quite possible that this plan fails spectacularly, but it's a risk we'll have to take in order to free our friends. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution to substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Okay, so go to Ul'dah. This time I will use one. Hello there. Come to collect a Mammoth Heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphino's personal use, after all. Master Alphino's personal use? I thought Sid, Big Wedge, and I were the only ones who needed it. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant? Manservant. Oh my, someone is arrogant. The Redditor is getting arrogant. He always has been arrogant, but now he's just getting brazen. His manservant would be coming to collect it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphina has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass along my compliments to your master. My master? Oh. Words will be spoken. Maybe not on stream, but words will be spoken. Ooh. Oh dear. The Redditor has grown bold. Oh, you got nothing to say to your manservant? Or the fact that suddenly I became your manservant? When was this, pray tell? You got nothing to say. Well, I'm gonna deliver the part to Sid. To Wedge. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Mammoth heart. The clockwork soul of a mammoth. Hurrah! Thank you so much. You're welcome. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Yeah, Alphina paid for it. It was free of charge. Yeah, free of charge, courtesy of Alphina. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage! Or not? Ha ha ha. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Oh, good heavens. Huh? Oh, well, it's working, so I guess that worked. Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces, Myrokos. Would you care to do the honors? Sure, why not? This is the Ironworks' first major project since my return. I mean to see it's a success. I've overseen 100 such tests, but they still play hells with my nerves, and that's without the chief watching. Hop into the pilot seat. We'll be ready as soon as you're ready to begin. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north quick as you can. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back. Will do. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of our findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team, in which case we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Click. Ah, okay. Oh boy. Come on everyone, let's give Maggie a warm welcome. Really make her feel at home. Okay. Every little thing she does is Magitech. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I've welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of a worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Guardian technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials, they've come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. Oh boy. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located the Stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Oh dear. Bloody hells, Myrokos, protect the armor at all costs. Oh boy. Huh? No, 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 no. Okay. Yay, we did it! Hmm? Uh-oh. It's moving! Oh. Chief, look! She moved! Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It looks, it took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. And here I thought we were... Was that spray paint? Here I thought... If that's spray paint, here I thought we were, trying to blend in. There. The finishing touch. Yep. That was spray paint. Like, okay, haha, looks nice. Oh, and she clearly likes it. What do you think, Myrokos? She's a beauty, isn't she? Ever seen it? Okay. And there's the decal. The server mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Ledge, the Reaper is as good as new. We are as prepared as we're like to get. Escape from Castrum Sentry. Sid awaits confirmation of your readiness to undertake the rescue mission. You know what? It's been over 3 hours. I think I'll save this for when I'm fresh. So, with that said, this is Myrokos. I'd like to thank you for watching this far, if you've watched this far. If you like what you've seen, let me know in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, if you want to see this live, please give me a follow on Twitch so you're always notified of when I go live. If you don't want to say that you liked what you saw, then just write some stupid shit in the comments just so I know that you've been paying attention. And with that, next part will be breaking our friends out of Castrum Sentry. With that said, be kind to each other, be good to each other, and I'll see all of you in the next one. See you anon.